Open up a 4-game homestand starting tonight. The final 10 games.
Con el número 0, Jalen Wells.
Jackson Jr., the former defensive player. Jaren Jackson Jr. wins the tip with Chet Holmgren. Oklahoma City, 10 games remaining on the season, including tonight. As Memphis in that 5 spot in the West. Santi Aldama down low, nice pass. Spain got all the way to the rim, just couldn't finish. And SGA with the rebound.
It's a good closeout by J-Dub just to throw him off balance. He's one of those guys who likes to take the three. And how about a physical drive?
Physical, Michael, but going up against Jaren Jackson Jr., 2-time shot blocker, and there is Scottie Pippen Jr. under 10 points per game.
He's one of those guys who can take that shot. He's not their best three-point shooter, but he's certainly a guy that can knock it down.
Holmgren got down low, puts on the brakes, the fadeaway, no. And Bain over to Aldama, always looking for the three. Looked like he was going to miss wide right as soon as it left his hand.
Another guy you have to close out on. Grizzlies have all 5 of their starters on the floor that can take that three with such ease. Look at all the traffic around SGA when he has the basketball. My goodness.
Hartenstein telegraphed the pass. Ended up getting picked off. These are 2 teams, Michael, that like to get inside and work the paint like you see Jaren Jackson Jr. do there with the left hand. That's his patent move. Comes up short.
Absolutely. It's really unusual. The guy who's right-handed but loves to finish with his left.
Dort off the mark from 3 as he had a good look. Thunder come into this game, winners of 7 in a row. And 16-2 since the All-Star break. That's no interest so far. Get ready to go for the higher stakes games that are looming.
Consecutive seasons, you know, you still got to continue into what you're trying to do over the next 10 games, including tonight.
The emphasis, there will be no coasting as SGA bounces off the defender, and then that little fadeaway.
He does a good job of just really going into the body again of a shot blocker like Jackson Jr.
He said about his strength. Go at anybody. He's got the ability to finish. Jaren Jackson Jr., that time no good. He's missed some short shots. Here comes J-Dub. Back in there, takes a little bump, and is going to go to the free throw line.
I call him sometimes.
A lot of power with Memphis. Is John Morant, who has just battled a host of injuries over the course of the season from 4 consecutive.
He is a big engine that makes this team go, along with Jaren Jackson Jr. As Scottie Pippen showing that silky touch.
Player who was undrafted out of Vanderbilt. J-Dub, little up and under, and it's short. And the rebound to Aldama. Sees a little opening, thought he might be able to get to the rim instead. Ships it back out to Bain. He wants to make his move on Hartenstein. Couldn't get by him. And Aldama no good on the 3. How about Hartenstein?
Generally, you're going to get hit with the citation.
Looks like a pretty aggressive hug. J-Dub again, almost. Williams in his game in getting to the free throw line. Slash Homeland. And the second one for J-Dub against the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah, it's just really nice to see him back out there on the floor. You know, with really just about 10 games remaining for the Thunder. To the amazement of Taylor Jenkins that you just saw there.
Desmond Bain's been shooting the ball really well that time. SGA gives it up like he's always willing to do, and one of his favorite targets is Hartenstein for the floater. Now Hartenstein, and they're going to call the foul on him, and
there was 3, according to Chris Fisher, sky blue jerseys around him.
It's in a dilemma to make decisions, and that's what happens when you got SGA, because he's just...
He pretty much had the entire team surrounding him. He just dropped it off to his teammates.
Grizzlies getting a little handsy on those rebounds. As Hartenstein gives the isolation. SGA, that is a tough shot in the mid-range. It's a shot he's been making.
He's such an intelligent player.
And Scottie Pippen Jr. 4 free throw attempts a game, which is #1 in the NBA.
As the Grizzlies coach, he's done a terrific job of just holding this team together. As the Thunder have done, despite some injuries to some key players.
One of the bright young coaches in the league as SGA attacked Huff. And Huff, the 7-footer, Not giving up any ground is Pippen.
9 or 10 games.
A lot of teams fluctuating up and down. In the Western Conference, Memphis been all the way up to 2. Right now at number 5. J-Dub pulls up, mid-range shot, that's good.
Just that nice little pull-up that we've seen all season long, folks.
Well, Scottie Pippen Jr. has been the one points and the rebounds and the assists, but he has been critical to what this OKC team has done over the course of the year on the defensive end as well. As SGA got to his spot and him.
Team early, he is such an intelligent player at recognizing where the other 4 defenders on the floor. Got in that deep paint, was able to call his own number.
SGA keeps Aldama out of the lane, forces him into that tough fadeaway. Dirk Nowitzki-esque off 1 foot.
And picked up his dribble and all.
SGA stops, pulls up, and sticks another one in the mid-range.
That's the ball in my church league. Just run it back. Run it back.
Absolutely feeling it. Williams no. And the rebound to Holmgren. And SGA will take it across midcourt.
You know, at some point in time, the Grizzlies are going to change up their defense on him.
Holmgren tried to go into that spin move, had it stripped. SGA shuts off the ball. Aldama again, the 1 foot.
Aldama showing you his skill set.
Kenrich Williams in the game. Wasting no time on that 3, but Kennard pulls it down. This Memphis team, highest scoring team in the NBA in terms of points per game. But the Thunder have been able to shut them off so far this year in the 3 matchups as Pippen, the 24-year-old out of Vanderbilt, was waived. Of signals. And make sure everybody's on the same page. Getting to the free throw line and knocking the free throws down. Joe, mid-range shot. He's been shooting it really well. As Pippen dictating things on the offensive end for Memphis so far. And they put Dort on him, and that pass right into the hands of SGA. An easy steal for him. Joe gave it right back to Dort. Up top, SGA passed up the 3 instead, flies in and avoids Huff. Hangs. SGA already with 12. Been a high score in the first quarter all season long. Pippen kept out of the lane. It's Kennard, and there is Luke. Joe on the flare out. They love that play. And that
you always think the ball is going to go in the hands of number 2 in White. Well, that's a good 3-point shooter. Here too quickly. Had consistently in the first 3 ball games against the Thunder.
Stretch 5 has got a great stroke. SGA finds an open man. It is Dort. Heavy 3, no, but Isaiah Joe stuck in behind Kennard. Kenrich trying to make his move. Dumps it off. Dort off balance. No. And Pippen back the other way. SGA ties him. Now you're not getting hired.
Yeah. You know, and it's really been, you know, a labor of love for this entire group, you know, to be able to, you know, withstand injuries. You know it is, you know, 1 minute you know, you can play with 2 7-footers and, you know, all of a sudden you got to play a little small ball. And, you know, the Thunder mastered that. Kudos to them for getting to where they are right now. It just showed you on that graphic, 7-game winning streak, 60 games win in the book. And it didn't come very easily. Thunder had to grind it out. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears to make that possible.
Kenny went to TCU too?
A couple of home frogs
coming out of TCU. But 2 very good ones on the floor tonight. Bain almost got caught in the air. Williams. Grizzlies knocked down 23s. First time in NBA history had 9 players with 2 or more threes. Speaking of threes, there's a boom.
Why the Thunder have been knocking down those threes as of late, coming off the bench. There's no real drop off. Look at all 5 guys on the floor for the Thunder right now can shoot the 3. That's a good bump that time. Now, he got penalized for that a couple of times the other night in Sacramento, but I like the officials just allowing the bigs to play like that around the basket. You know, play physically, And he's going to hold his ground. That guy's anchored.
With how stretched out the floor is and how spaced out the floor is, you just don't see that.
Music and lifestyles of America.
First play of the second quarter, the Thunder try to set it up for Hartenstein. Just a little bit off that J-Dub Hartenstein connection. That's been there as Bain mishandles it. Hartenstein on the deck trying to call timeout. Our VP of PR sitting not far from us.
Well, I tell you one thing. I was in that draft class, and I wonder what my jersey would sell for. I'm just saying. That's all. I'm just wondering what it would sell for. That's all.
Comments are starting to come in.
We'll just leave it right there. Oh, that's a good worn jersey. Michael Cage's first game-worn jersey. What do you think, man? I got some value
Well,
there?
the truck said you got to move the decimal over a couple of spots.
It's getting cold over here on this sideline, even though it's 90 degrees in this building right now.
Oh,
I'm feeling
boy.
the breeze here.
Man. The Clippers jersey, Sonics jersey, $4. Somebody out there got one? Put it on eBay, please.
Just to whip the basketball and being a playmaker when Shea's out of the game.
Nice strip, Caruso. It's been excellent on the defensive end. On-man rush, 3-on-2. Holmgren skies up.
Avoided Wells, too, trying to strip that basketball. That's why he wasn't able to dunk it. Thunder in transition again here.
J-Dub, how about the step back over Edey? That would have been pretty had it gone down.
Trying to make initially on the first one.
Able to score over the defensive player as Wells 2 for 2 in the second quarter. Boy, Alex Caruso stepped up, made so many plays, particularly against the Clippers. Holmgren got a little flyby, put it on the deck. And Bain back the other way.
Still good offense for the Thunder, spearheaded by J-Dub's playmaking skills.
Bain, tough step back shot, no good, and right there is Hartenstein for a rebound. Third rebound of the night. See what J-Dub does here. Good defender on him, and Jaren Jackson Jr. Holmgren went in the body of Conchar, no good. Turns it over. Jaren Jackson Jr. leans into it, got that unorthodox shot. And the Thunder will bring it back the other way. 3 minutes plus gone by here in the second quarter. As Cason Wallace, little bit of speed, attacks, goes for the lollipop with the right hand. Aggressive on the offensive end.
Yeah, he had to turn on those afterburners. That's probably why the Grizzlies have pretty much doubled up the Thunder at the free throw line.
Oh, Wells got caught, almost threw it right to Caruso. Behind the back pass, and Jaren Jackson Jr., just his second made that he has played. This being the third. J-Dub trying to get it up to Hartenstein for the alley-oop again. They've had that connection over the course of the season.
This first game back, what, after 6 games?
Are you ready to go? Nick, what's going on the next
couple road trips to end the year? And who knows what after games,
pre-game, post-game? As Hartenstein's going to get the
Come on down. Come on down and jump on the podcast.
Hey, there's no offseason anymore.
I got to stay sharp, too.
Nice to see Hartenstein go 2 for 2 at the free throw line. Jackson Jr. and Edey, that's
So tall. He's got great size, too. Showing he's got good hands as well. At 7'4".
He makes Hartenstein look small, but that time Cason Wallace got all the way to the rim. Hartenstein.
KC history. Guys, in fact,
See, Michael, when you consider what a hub he has been and a willing passer he has been with the way the Thunder play.
Yeah, and he's a workhorse, too. He's not afraid to get in there and get dirty.
Speaking of,
Yeah, absolutely. He does the dirty work, man. He also does the pretty work, too.
oh, J-Dub, how about that burst? Shot the window.
You're liking it, too, because the Grizzlies can't set up their defense with that big front line out there. Jackson Jr. and Edey as well.
Not sure how J-Dub found the space. Jackson Jr., the spin, faced up on the rim.
Oh, he just kept going straight down that sideline. Sometimes you can sneak a bucket in before a team sets up their defense.
This is what Hartenstein does. To be such a playmaker out on the perimeter. That time J-Dub, step back. Looked like Wells might have got a piece. Kennard got to close out on him with the three-point shooting ability. Same with Aldama. Aldama's been aggressive on the offensive end, but he missed that time.
It's a nice move by the big man. Couldn't quite get to the basket. Did a nice little finger roll.
Caruso. No good from the outside as we come up on the midway mark of quarter number 2. Pippen has returned. He's been Memphis' leading scorer, but you've seen Memphis, Michael, getting all the production from its bench. And Kennard adding to it with a 3. And Kennard's got 5 points for Memphis, highest scoring bench in the NBA. Joe's going to give it back to Hartenstein. There's the relocation in the corner, but the hard closeout. Joe's going to get it back on the cut. Caruso off the catch, and that's good.
But it's hard to duplicate that in the game as the Thunder just did. Just textbook passing.
And Wells quickly back. Now it's Cason Wallace. Gave it right back out to the perimeter. And what has been a good stretch here. SGA still on the bench in the second quarter as Hartenstein just below the free throw line with a push, no good. SGA getting ready to check back in. Nice defense, Cason Wallace disrupting that alley-oop attempt, but Wells with space, and he's got another 3. And so far, Memphis has come to play.
Well, and you know what? And it's certainly understandable with them trying to hang on, to one of those top 6 spots in the Western Conference that can almost change on a night-to-night basis, whether you go up or down.
Kick out to Caruso. 3 seconds, fires away, short of the 3. Memphis with a 5-point lead. Pippen already made a couple of 3s. That one's well short. And SGA has come back in to send the majority of the second quarter. Once again, goes right at Huff. Offensive rebound. Caruso, layup line 3 for Dort. Thought about it too much. 3-point shot so far, not there for Dort.
That's been a big difference for the Grizzlies, is the 3-point shot. Knocking down 8 so far. They missed their last couple.
Quick make it 9 after the miss by Aldama. And Shea trying to get the whistle. Shea, we've seen the physicality playing through a hook like that, going at Jaren Jackson Jr., going at Huff, making physical finishes.
And for a guy that drives to the basket, I know he's one of the top free throw shooters in the league, but per drive, a lot of times the contact that he takes and doesn't get the call.
SGA was able to keep Kennard off the 3-point line. There's a miss, but Kennard able to track it down. He's on the baseline. Aldama, another miss. So now the Grizzlies coming up empty on some 3-point opportunities. As Wallace with the burst and levitation.
He got that rebound.
We have seen an aggressive Cason Wallace. Caruso, nice defense. Pippen got it right back, and the putback is good.
Pippen Jr. He's the leading scorer for the Grizzlies right now with 14.
Caruso thought about it. Missed it wide right. Thunder just 4 out of 13 from deep. Pippen floats, and there's the reverse by Huff.
Huff wasn't there. That's another turnover. Kind of got trapped along that baseline.
Memphis sagging back on the defensive end. Caruso again, no hesitation, and that time he...
In the bottom part of this set.
Because the Thunder have won the first 3, Memphis going to try to come in here and grab a road victory. The Thunder, Michael, played so well since the All-Star break, 16-2. Jaren Jackson Jr. lowers the shoulder and floats it up. Shot, but it's an effective shot.
And that's the key. You know, you can shoot it underhand like Rick Barry at the free throw line, but he shot 90%.
Pippen jumped that post pass intended for Holmgren. Bang, missed it wide left, no good. Long rebound, and the outlet to Dort.
OKC's looking to play with a little more urgency on that end of the floor, guys.
All right, thank you, Paris. 63-59. Michael, the Thunder took the lead late in that second quarter. It's Holmgren.
Bench scoring, which has been pretty solid for both teams. Thunder kind of have the advantage in that area. 28 points, 19 for the Grizzlies.
Holmgren trying to go off the backboard, right back to himself. Unsuccessful. Bane. That's one of those transition shots. But Chet Holmgren, very aggressive. As J-Dub trying to be aggressive himself. Hard take and banks it home. As he
From the closer a big guy is to you on a play like that, the more chances you have to block your shot.
Hartenstein, tough defense on Jaren Jackson Jr., whose inefficient night continues. Just 3 out of 10. J-Dub. Full. From Shirts.
By the way, yeah, I was checking on my jersey. I had that personally. You said it was $4.16 or something like that.
Just remember, Michael, it's not what everybody lists it for. It's what everybody's willing to pay for it.
You brought up the jersey that triggered me. I'm sorry, man. I had to.
You had to go check yourself, see what's for sale. How long? My question is, how long have they been up there for?
In this room, folks, it's 95 degrees in here. It's still cold. And Shade, a nice little corner shot there.
Nice start to this third quarter.
Thunder enjoying their largest lead of the night, which is the largest lead between these two ball clubs at 10 points.
SGA, so smooth. Oh, what a pass, Hartenstein!
Tight end in football. You're able to just give him the ball in strategic spots of the game, and he can just keep the chains moving for you. That's how it works with Hartenstein and the Thunder. He can get this team into secondary actions and really help you get on the break like he does here in transition.
There it is. The thing that stands out to me, Michael, about his offense and his passing ability is just his patience and his willingness to wait for something to open up. As Jaren Jackson Jr. on the deep 2. First points of the third quarter for Memphis.
I know, empty little pass from Alderman. Look behind the back, hit him right in the shooting pocket. Big man showing you his passing skills.
SGA, a rare miss on that fadeaway.
Oh, that was like a walk to me. You got to call that.
There's the block on the other end, though, as Hartenstein able to make up for it on the defensive end. Holmgren thought about it, had a notion. A couple of hesitations, that's going to be...
The block, like they do in volleyball.
It's been an all-around game as SGA into the box. Michael, the one thing that stands out about SGA, where do you in the NBA? About 46.
Really?
46. You know who's in the top 10?
Who's in the top 10?
Trae Young, James Harden, LeBron, Doncic, Morant, and Jokic, all in the top 10.
What a massive difference.
Right? As Shea misfires from deep on the 3. The fact that he does not turn the ball over is not mentioned enough. Aldama, and that is a 3 from the outside.
Man showing you his skills.
Turns it over less than the Thunder on the year.
Yeah, 13-point to 4-point advantage at halftime on the Grizzlies.
Mismatch here, Pippen trying to make a move. Outside. Jackson Jr. Back outside to Pippen, had a couple of threes, and that is... As SGA tries to make his move. Look at the crowd that he sees, and still...
Contact, he looked at the official, didn't get the whistle, ran back down the floor.
And the threes, all of us, Jackson Jr. the latest. And that 14-point Thunder lead a couple of moments ago has been...
Yeah, it's just, big man's got to continue to try to score the basketball for him.
missed a ton of games from Memphis on the season with a bunch of different injuries. That has allowed things to open up for Scottie Pippen Jr. Bane has not gotten loose. There's another miss from downtown and a good job by Hartenstein. As SGA waiting for his teammates, did not want to go 1-on-3. Nice find inside. Shea, little hesitation. Outside, Kenrich spotted up, starting into the game as he rips the cords from deep.
It's just a pretty play. You know, too much is given, much is required.
Aldama, aggressive.
Oh, really?
And you ever break anybody's ribs?
No, but I felt like mine have been broken because I'll never let you know. I'm one of those guys. You can hit me, man. I can take a hit. You'll never know how much pain I'm in.
Never backing down?
No, not at all.
Not even from Akeem.
Absolutely. How about this nice ball movement by the Thunder and a fake pass by J-Dub. A little bit strong on the shot.
That's a J-Dub shot, one that he likes. Bane bounces off the door, got behind the three-point. Bane, very quiet. That's his first made basket of the game. And missed his first 7 shots. Memphis getting a ton of production from its bench. Dort from the outside. He finally lines one up and knocks it down. Bane, see if he tries to get going. Finds an open man. Wells, no good. And Holmgren, the weak side rebound.
Good job boxing out Edey. And he's got that great size. One of those guys you have to play fundamental basketball because he's so long.
Shea, a misfire from deep. Already with 25 points in the game. Now Edey trying to pass the basketball. You know that far from the rim. Bane got away from SGA momentarily. Wells, pump fake, inside, and score. Well, we got a close game here, Michael, as the Grizzlies knocking down some threes to tighten things up again.
Well, and that's what really been their saving grace so far.
This third quarter, after the Thunder got off to a 10-0 start, Memphis closing the gap a little bit. SGA on the baseline once again. Look at the high arcer. He loops it up.
For $1. Same players going at it right there as Bangs continue to struggle. Knocked down that 3 moments ago, but he's one of those guys. He can be a little streaky, but you have to always respect what he can do. He's had a terrific March so far for the Grizzlies.
His best month of the season so far has been in the month of March. As Kennard sees some space, there is Bane wide open for 3. Missed it again. Kenrich battling with Edey for the rebound. This should be.
Neither player wants to let go of that basketball.
Oh, they try to get it back down low to Edey. Mask has been flying constantly since he put it on.
Yeah, sure has. That's why they wear it too. Just for that reason.
Shot after shot. Hartenstein, a physical player. SGA, the kick out. Kenrich negotiating. Hartenstein looking for one to go down. The crowd could sense it. Hartenstein, the deflection. Way extended out on Edey, who's just trying to get rid of the basketball to Bane. Williams swings it over to Jackson Jr. Kenrich trying to keep him out of the lane. Shot clock under 5. Wild pass. Edey underneath. The turnaround shot. That's way off. And it's
Problem with that? He's calling on both ends. You've seen the frustration of Chet.
a cannon.
Yeah.
And he banked it in. And he's pure on.
One of those free throws you're happy it's the first one and not the second one.
SGA. Pretty spin move. And that one's going to go down.
When he gets up in the air.
Kennard got loose on the screen, and he's got him for Kennard. 6-point game. In a game that feels like it's been close all night. SGA again. That time went for the scoop, a little bit short. Pippen trying to use his speed. Slices in and dumps it off to Edey. With some points here, some timely points for Memphis in the third.
Big man's giving them the offense they need right now.
Shea bounces off, too strong. Hartenstein got in. Just keeps coming back. Now he's got 2 free throws here in the
push to the front of the line. Yeah, that's the guy I'm pushing to the front of the line now. He is not afraid, folks. And he just, like you said, he just keeps getting hit. But yet and still, he's going to put himself in that position to sacrifice for his team. Him, who's been playing all season without a mask. Too, because probably, you know, that contact that happened.
Memphis keeping things tight in this third quarter. Answering back. The Thunder had the lone double-digit lead. SGA pulls up. There's a miss.
Keep Blue off the free throw line. 44 free throws attempted between these 2 ball clubs through 3 quarters.
Jaren Jackson Jr.'s drive, no good. Kenrich cleans up the miss.
That number's got numbers too.
Nice dish as Wallace might not have had the angle underneath.
Yeah, and it's only by what, 3 free throws. Thunder have 24 attempts. The Grizzlies have 21. The situation is now Grizzlies with 13.
J-Dub getting downhill, going left. That's his.
Going away from the basket.
Hard screen by Jaren Jackson Jr. Pippen way. See if the Thunder can build a little momentum here. Kenrich outside. J-Dub pulls and hits from.
At their clock a bit. As the Thunder struck first here at the top part of this 4th quarter.
Huff back out to the perimeter. Wallace shuts off the baseline. Huff got the flyby, fires away, and got it off the bench.
He's a good shooter. Showed a lot of poise that time. Waiting for the flyby.
Timing off on that pass intended for Holmgren. Wells makes sure he's behind the 3-point line. No good. Kaysen. Nice job on the boards. Another catch a break. Wells had a little space as Wallace had it poked away from behind. Empty possession. And Memphis back the other way. Jaren Jackson Jr. been relatively quiet. And a quick release on the left-handed shot. Grizzlies.
He's one of those guys who can rise to the moment. He is the man out there with no job or ran.
Holmgren, ball fake, drives in. On consideration for Mark Dagnall. Didn't happen.
Just unforced turnovers, basically.
J-Dub powers down the lane. It looked like there might have been a block from Jaren Jackson Jr. They say, ball, Huff got away with the travel. And Holmgren trying to fire it up the floor to J-Dub. Finds an open man. It's Isaiah Joe on the sideline. As Chet's got his back to the basket. Spins into trouble. There is a kick out. Joe Kenrich is going to get.
Let's check in with Nick Gallo.
Guys, a quick update. Alex Caruso with low back soreness and Jalen Williams, J-Will, with left hip stiffness will not return to tonight's game.
We saw them earlier in the game. As Caruso played 10 minutes, J-Will played 8 minutes. Thunder just have not been able to get separation on the scoreboard, but still maintaining the 2-point lead. Pippen works underneath, no good. Jackson, the offensive rebound, he's going to...
Right now, kind of run or extended run. The 10th time with 20 lead changes.
See what the Thunder do here on the offensive end. J-Dub. Join Rumble and...
Thunder as he gets his 18th point.
The slimmest of leads here, 97-96. Court's been all over Bane throughout this game. Open shooter, Jackson, and Jackson regains the lead for Memphis. The Grizzlies been able to capitalize. Some dry stretches here for the Thunder. J-Dub, Hartenstein with the left hand, able to redirect it back in.
tell you, his presence is being felt tonight, especially when the game slows down. You need an extra possession.
Off, facing up, outside, Williams. Joe's all over him. Williams right near that.
Tonight from the Grizzlies.
SGA sat for the first 5 minutes of the fourth. Back out on the floor. Trying to turn the corner. Edey's in there. Shea spins. Up top, it's Joe. Didn't get the three off instead. Outside of Wallace. Now someone's going to shoot it. It is Dort. Look at that rainbow three.
Sometimes you just got to look at the reaction of the players as
there's a miss. Numbers. Hartenstein. Been fun to watch him make play after play in so many different ways. They're trying to inject a little bit of energy here on their side after that Lou Dort three to beat the shot clock. As Wells passes up the three. Right across the baseline. No good on the three. Bain the rebound. And a fresh 14 for the Grizzlies. Wells again, nearly the same exact spot. Trying to spin away from Cason Wallace. Runs into Hartenstein. The kick. Williams on the baseline. Gonna have to make a move. It's hard.
two on the night.
SGA got right around Wells initially. It's Dort, almost the same spot. And Lou Dort with some timely three.
He's a defensive specialist. He's really worked on that shot.
That's Lou Dort for you, Michael. He got off to a slow start. Now he's got the turnover and the steal. Ships it up. SGA scores in transition.
Wallace to make that play happen. Lou Dort picking up that loose change off the floor.
It's a 12-0 run in a blink here in the fourth quarter to take control of this game.
We're in closing time now, where every little bit matters.
Dort. Outside Isaiah Joe. He misfires. Dort with the rebound. Wallace fakes the pass. Count it.
Made this a really tough, physical, gritty game, which the Thunder had no problem playing.
Now you're under 5 minutes here in the fourth quarter. Memphis going to show some urgency. And so they get Kennard free on the three. No good. And those are the kind of shots that were dropping every time Memphis needed it to keep this game somewhat close. Boy, that run happened in a hurry too, Michael, in under 3 minutes. Trying to continue it.
Now, he made a play on the ball, but he grabbed his arm. And that's what, man, you just let that guy go.
So many different reasons. Those two free throws make it a 17-0 run at the perfect time here in the fourth quarter. Jaren Jackson Jr. thinking about the three, fires away and scores. Snaps the 17-0 run. As Mark Daigneault wants a little space, getting everybody out on the perimeter for SGA to operate. 7 seconds. Spins, fades on the baseline, and SGA, the brilliant time.
You know, he works so hard for those points a lot of times.
Bain, no look on the reverse. Hartenstein right there like he's been all night. Dort for the capper. Hartenstein couldn't follow with the dunk. But Dort with the steal. There is Hartenstein.
Lou Dort staying engaged to steal that ball and create an easy two for the Thunder. That's why that guy is an all-defensive player, and there's just no way he should be in Defensive Player of the Year conversation.
Well, tonight is a great example of the kind of defense that he's been playing all season long. You put him on the opposing, but look at the night of Desmond Bain, 1 out of 12. As SGA's got a steal on the backside, he'll be able to add 2.
Half, they doubled that in the second.
Well, you've seen Memphis miss some shots, Michael, but the Thunder defense really clamping down these last few minutes. And what has just been an explosion in the fourth quarter. Carlson has both coaches emptying their bench. This game turned so quickly when Memphis took that brief lead on the Jaren Jackson Jr. three-point shot. There's a turnaround and a bucket by Steve. That's what grabbed the Thunder's attention, and they never looked back.
Well, you know, that's what why the Thunder have one of the top-ranked defense. Their ability to turn you over at the right time. This is a high-scoring Grizzly team, so you got them well off their average of 122 points a game.
The Thunder have neutralized them yet again. And in the 3 games leading up to it, Michael, the Grizzlies averaged only 107 points. So the Thunder do it again in limiting Memphis. Carlson's 3 is no good. OKC's going to pick up another victory. And if you're just tuning in and you see this score at 125-102, with the exception of about a 3-minute span, that is just not how this game unfolded.
Well, it's really strange how it was really the big haymaker that the Thunder made at the right time. They made several defensively and just kept scoring. And obviously, we had guys step up. Shea with 37, Hartenstein with his 28th double-double of the season. We talked about the lead changes at halftime. Darius Lawson brought that up. It's 11 ties.